Hey everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. It is rather cold here in sunny South Africa, and I believe a lot of people are having hurricanes and all sorts of things in the States. So, thinking of you all, hope that everybody's doing good. So, we're going to do our Monday reading, and I haven't used the mermaids and oracles for a little while. Decided to show my face for a change. Hope you don't mind. So it's been a little bit of a weird week for some people. A lot of people got anxiety and all sorts of things going on. Please know that this is normal. Even I get it. It's a little bit of a difficult time for some people. Many people have lost loved ones and are having issues at home, whatever the case is. Just know that energetically there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff moving around, moving out, and it sounds like I say this often, but this is happening very often, this year especially. Okay, so just hang in there. Know that it's part of the process. Know that you're definitely not alone if you're feeling a little bit weird. And like I always say, this too shall pass. Okay, so what do we need to know this week is what I'm going to be asking. What's most important for us to know this week? Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. I know of one person in particular that needed to hear this today. I'm sorry about the glare. I really try not to give you guys a glare. Okay, so if you're working on a project, if you're starting something new, if you are continuing with something, if you want to put a proposal forward for somebody, whether that be on a very personal level or a business level, it's a good time to do it this week. Okay, this week things are going to happen. This week's going to be good. All right. Okay, I don't know if all of you know about King Midas. King Midas could turn anything he touched into gold, and this is what this is saying to you. Okay, so things that you can give input in, projects that you want to begin or things that you want to do, don't hesitate this week because you have the potential to really have good results coming from this. Okay, what else do you need to know this week, please? Okay, self-forgiveness. Okay, guilt is a big thing this week, and I have felt this with people around me. Readings that I've done even today, people feeling guilty for certain things and guilty with them towards themselves. Okay, so this is about forgive yourself and forgive others as well, but mainly this is working on self-love this week, which we have to do continually. But maybe you haven't saved up as much as you would like for whatever you're busy working towards. Maybe you haven't worked as hard as you could have this week. Maybe you feel like you've delayed with something, and if you have, don't worry, there's still time to sort things out. Okay, so forgive yourself, move on, show yourself some love, don't be so hard on yourself. I tend to be hard on myself as well, so I can totally relate, but this is let go of old guilt and remember that you are God's perfect child. Remember also, if you are not religious, this can mean a perfect child of the universe, whatever your belief system is. Take the essence of the message when you get it. I want to read this from the book quickly. Just checking how much time I have left. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you are God's perfect child. You have been very hard on yourself lately, using harsh words towards yourself verbally or mentally. While it is healthy to hold yourself up to high standards, this card says that you have bordered on self-abuse. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's normal to feel regret occasionally. What's important, though, is how you handle these mistakes. As you focus on your positive attributes, your self-esteem will increase and your stress levels will be diminished. Remember that guilt is the opposite of love. Your guilt doesn't help anyone or anything. but your divine love helps everyone everywhere. Use the following affirmation. I ask that all aspects of my mistakes be undone in all directions of time, and I now release all guilt completely. I love my true self from top to bottom. Okay, very important to remember that what is in the past is past. Don't beat yourself up for things that haven't happened. And also, if this energy is here this week, know that you don't have to say, oh, well, it didn't work in the past. I'm not going to do it this week. I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it this year. I'm not going to do it ever. If it hasn't worked before, it doesn't mean it can't work ever. Okay, so take that chance. Do what you need to do, because this week has potential. But you need to forgive yourself for anything you did in the past that you didn't do to standard, in your opinion. All right. What else do we need to know this week, please? I usually don't take 2 cards at once, but I'm going to take these 2. Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Okay. This is very important. There's something that is potentially very big this week that could happen for some of you. You need to pay attention to this. You need to be very mindful and very awake. You need to know that you need to take action when it comes along. You need to watch for the signs. Synchronistic events, they're not happening by accident. Okay, you're being told this week that if something seems like it's happening by accident, it's not. Take advantage of it. Allow it to help you to turn the lead into gold. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. Okay, if something hasn't worked out in the past, forgive yourself for that. Look at alternatives. See what else you can do. If something comes up in a synchronistic event, don't turn it away and say, well, you know what, I've tried this before. It didn't work out. Don't allow your past to project your future for you. Don't let it create your future, especially fear of failure or this feeling of, oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. Move to this place of forgiveness. Say, you know what? You know that old saying of shit happens? It does happen. Say, you make peace with it. You forgive yourself. You're going to try again. This opportunity is coming up for you. You can turn lead into gold this week. Okay, explore your options. Look at alternatives for things. If something didn't work in the past, if something was the root of you feeling that you didn't do it well enough or it wasn't good enough, or if you haven't, saved enough to put down that deposit for that house or that business or that trip, say, okay, well, you know what, it happened, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen continually. I can try again. I can start again. I can try again this week. There are synchronistic events and things that are happening here that are going to facilitate this and help me to get where I need to be. Okay, guys, I think that is all I have for today. I'm going to try and squeeze one more in for you. I've got 1 minute. I'll read the message and then I'll say goodbye. Contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. Okay, think about this. Spending time doesn't mean it has to be hours and hours. Go and have a bath. Take those 20 minutes to think about it. What do I truly want? That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to focus on my past mistakes. I'm going to focus on the fact that this is alchemy this week. There's synchronicity around me and alchemy that's going to help me to do it differently this time. There are always more chances. Okay, if you don't succeed, try and try again. Many of you have the potential to succeed this week. Okay, explore your options. Contemplation time, self-forgiveness, alchemy and synchronicity. Have a beautiful week. Love you all lots. Bye.